playthrough, the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Demo, this time with the hammer. Should be a relatively easy fight. Gore Magala gives us a lot of openings, kind of similar to the Raytheon. He's going to stand still and shoot out a lot of virus. Not only that, about 50% of his body that you're going to be attacking is all leg. So whether it's his front legs or his back legs, both will cause him to trip. So even if we don't have an easy path for the head, just like with all the other weapons, go ahead and attack anything, it'll eventually force a trip, which you can then use to turn into a KO. Major changes with the hammer from 3U. Nothing major. Of course, the jumping attacks are pretty nice now if you can ever pull them off. Especially doing a super pound off a ledge is a really neat thing to do when the opportunity presents itself. Just very satisfying, and it does a ton of damage. Super pounds themselves aren't always the greatest thing to use if you feel like you're going to get yourself in a position where the head's going to turn around briefly. It's nice. Proest strat, though, is of course trying to get the golf swing off. That is, of course, always the best thing you can do with the hammer. And wow, look how quick that trip happened. Super fast. Now, you're going to look at that and you're going to say, why didn't I R cancel? It can be really difficult to maintain your positioning with the R cancel, especially if you're right up next to the head. So a lot of times I'll forego it and just try to make sure I'm going to land a proper triple pound on something, hopefully on the head, instead of going for the R double hit attack, because the R double hit attack doesn't do really all that much damage anyways. It's just there to extend your combo. I'm going to be so ready for Gore Magala when the retail game comes around. I mean, I've fought him plenty already. Of course, I've had 4 for quite a while now. I guess about a year and a half or so. I think it originally came out in October of 2013. Didn't play it too much. I actually had a lot harder time playing this game in Japanese than I did Tri Ultimate. Can't exactly say why. Probably a little bit less time to actually go through and learn all the characters, and there were certainly a lot more quests this time around as well, so that did make it much easier. Not to mention the game itself. Not, unable to say for certain because I haven't played the retail version of the American game, but it's a little bit harder. A little bit harder than Portable Third. Portable Third was real easy. Probably the easiest game in the series, and one of the best intros to the game if you could handle the Japanese, just because of how simple it makes things. Everything's on a very linear basis of damage from weapons and things like that. Everyone's 1-to-1. There's no weapon multiplier, so it's easier to compare weapons. I like that, but it's just me. Okay, so there he is flying off. You'll notice sometimes I'll throw out the little side hit there. You're going to use that whenever you think you can only get off that attack. I mean, that's the quickest attack you can do. And while it's definitely not the thing that's going to get you the most damage, whenever you can build up a little bit extra KO, you may as well. Okay. So, unlike the Raytheon, even when he's exhausted, his virus breath will still at least push you down. Not going to do a lot of damage, but it'll push you down. Okay, I'm going to try and find a time to sharpen. I'm just going to try and take advantage of the fact that he's still exhausted for a little bit. Okay, so he's out of it now. I feel really bad. I keep whiffing on all these golf swings. That's shameful. That's really what you should be doing with a hammer. Like, if and when I can possibly... sniped. Almost super sniped. I should have died. that was all luck that I didn't die. Any sort of bad luck could have happened. He's in an angry mode, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and parry him. I'm going to get into the advanced virus stage, but as long as I'm not actually being hit, it's not a huge deal. I just love how quickly his horns break. It's nearly instantly. Oh, that was really sad that I missed that golf swing. I may end up just forcing a ride on him. It may be a bit of a waste because I think as soon as I hit his head, it's gonna ruin everything. You know, and then he'll be tripped, but then he'll suddenly get staggered out of it. But when he's angry like this, there's... I don't know. He moves too quickly for you to get any precise hits off. And probably just one hit. Yeah, see. At least it's very educational. It's gotta be like a PSA on like learning not to be brave when he's in that mode. Kind of an awkward place for us both. Whenever you get into position, always try to imagine what your golf swing is going to look like. Because it's, you know, it's got these little zones that it's not going to be able to hit very well. Right now I'm just imagining all the hits that I didn't land on him. And the fact that, I don't know, I know this has been less than 10 minutes. How much faster it could have been. Yeah. I'm debating whether I want to put him in a trap or whether I want to try and land a golf swing on him. I might try and do the pro strat of landing the golf swing. You have to kind of try and angle the hammer like just to the left of him. Let's see this here. No. Oh, I still hit him with it anyway, so that's okay. But the major damage is when you use the hit to wake him up. It's almost as powerful as like a greatsword charge. The poor man's greatsword charge. The golf swing. Now this is going to be kind of awkward. So now he's flying. It seems like I get hit his body while he's doing that anyway, so I guess that's what I'll try and do for a little while. Oh, okay, no, he's landed. Alright. See that golf swing? That'll do it. That will do it. Right? Could have been better. Definitely could have been a better time. But still under 10 minutes. If you're scared about trying to hit the head while something's actively looking at you, I mean, feel free to just force trips and until you can actually like get it off. There's really no shame in that at all. As for super pounds, I mean, remember They're greatly weakened compared to what they used to be in the past. Not that they were ever super great. I mean, the golf swing was always the best hit to hit with. I only really use them if I know the monster's going to be turning around and I'm not confident in my timing. And especially when you're playing online, just like, you know, watch yourself. Don't be that guy. Try not to be that guy.